Warm welcome to this new session. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Ms. Prachivani, and today we will talk about menu and menu merchandising. This video will focus on menu and menu merchandising, suggestive selling and upselling, printing of menus, and types or tools which are used for merchandising. Now, the menu is a list of food and beverages which are available in any food and beverage outlet for a sale. It is a primary selling tool used to increase revenue. Now, the menu card helps identify the preparations, description of the dish, price, or any other charges if they are involved. An organization needs to have a menu which meets the objectives of financial, catering, and marketing policies. Let's talk about merchandising. Merchandising relates mainly to point of sale promotion. Its main role is to improve the average spend per head of the customer. It is also used to promote particular service or goods. So here we are talking about increase in average per cover and also to promote a particular service. Now the efficiency by which the menus are merchandising for the customers can increase the demand for a particular food and beverage outlet and can also attract customers towards a particular preparation. When a customer walks into a restaurant, he already has decided that he is going to have his meal in a particular restaurant. But to meet his preconceived expectations, the point of sales merchandising of the outlet should be able to offer a sense of consistency and loyalty to the customers. So the minute he enters into a restaurant, whatever is displayed in the form of menu merchandising, it needs to satisfy him that he's in the right outlet. We all agree that the menu is the most powerful marketing tool. Menu cards need to be presentable when is in the restaurant, but before the customers enter in the restaurant, menu has to be utilized in a way that it attracts the customers. This is the reason why we are talking about menu merchandising. Let's not forget that merchandising is an art in which the brand or image from one product or service is used to sell another. Example, I'm sure we all have heard about Happy Meals, which McDonald's offers. They give a tiny toy with the meal for kids. Today, the market has moved beyond the menu as a merchandising tool, and they have started using own labeled wines or t-shirts or hats or caps, etc. These are few examples of menu cards that you see. This is a typical bar wine list or a beverage list. Here you're talking about maybe a TDH menu which is printed on a small menu card. It's a Christmas menu. Here you have a brunch menu. Here menu is displayed on a wall. We see a video display unit here, a visual display unit. And this is where they've used black slates. New trends that you see currently in the market. One is that now we have menus in digital form. So this is your iPad. This can be kept on the table and you'll have to scan a code and then you can place the order. Also, online ordering is absolutely at peak today. Now, what are the examples of food and beverage? Merchandising. One, bulletins that you see, blackboards, which are usually seen in cafes, flow stands, displays for food and drinks, buffet, salad bars, self-service counters, bar displays, flambe work that happens in the restaurant on a flambe trolley, coasters, table placemats, fascia boards, illuminated panels, menu cards, drinks and wine list, posters, directional signs, Tencards, display cards, bar display, wherein again flambe work can happen, trolleys. Let me show you a few examples here. This is an image of a coaster, an outside signboard, a neon signboard can be placed so it attracts the customers. A placemat, a fancy placemat. This placemat can also have a printed menu. This is at the entrance. So when you have, let's say you are in a mall and you have enough competition, this can definitely attract the customer. A nice bar display. Let me show you what floor stand is. This is an example of a floor stand. Now this can be effective if used in waiting areas of the restaurant corridors or in the pre-function areas in banquets. This helps when customers have time to read while waiting for a table or while they're in the hotel for any other reason. Let's say they're making a room reservation and you have a floor standee there talking about restaurant. They will get information about a restaurant while they're doing something else. Some self-service restaurants can place these stands near the entrance so customers can decide their order while standing in the waiting line. That is an image of a poster. Posters will have a wider scope of circulation and visibility will be little more compared to the floor stand. They may be displayed near the clock rooms or elevators. They can also be used for cross promotion. So when we say cross promotion, let's say a specialty restaurant would keep their menu in a coffee shop. So that becomes a cross promotion. Placement of the poster plays an important role too, as they should be placed at an eye level because the content is going to be more on the poster. The precise and right information about the food and beverage outlet needs to be written on the posters. Tencards. This is an example of a Tencard. They are mostly placed on the tables to promote events, special preparations. They can be used to advertise specials of the day. These cards help attract the attention of the customers because it is right there on the table. So whenever a guest comes and orders for a food, Tencard definitely can help him to choose a right product. Wall display. As I mentioned, you will see this in informal type of outlets. These are used widely by enlarging the pictures of the products. They can be used for wine bars or fast food outlets, lounges. A blackboard with the menu is also very popular as shown in the picture. Clip-on. They are used to promote platitude or special food or beverage items, particularly maybe a wine from a particular region which you want to upsell. Now, when we talk about menu printing, let's understand that menus can be printed by using various ways, like printing on both the sides by using dish pictures, or the menus can be simply printed to have an informal ambience in the outlet. So the way you print menu, it's going to depict the kind of restaurant you are in. As I said, these 2 points are important. Now, when you're printing a menu, few things we have to remember. First, what is the kind of budget you have? It should be able to create an impression. Menu card has to be impressive. So the printing needs to be done accordingly. The material that you use says a lot about a restaurant that you are in. Size of the card. It has to be handy. Something which is very huge to handle might not be comfortable for a customer. Color combination should be attractive and it should go according to the theme of the restaurant. Lamination can definitely be used, so your menu cards are safe from any kind of weather change. Right font is absolutely necessary to be used. Ample photos can be used of the preparations to attract the customer. Use of the wall, which can be done in informal type of food and beverage outlets. Special takeaway menu needs to be planned because they can be printed on a lighter paper, and not a very expensive paper needs to be used here. So a formatting of the menu has to be done in such a way that it has a logical sequence. Also make sure that the menu printing is happening in an environment friendly atmosphere, or you're using a material that is environment friendly. Now let's talk about suggestive selling and upselling. When taking orders, the use of positive selling techniques can definitely encourage upselling of food and beverage. Suggestive selling is when a waiter suggests a particular dish when the customer is asking for a suggestion. But upselling is when a waiter upsells a comparatively higher priced dish to the customer. While planning a menu, and expensive food and beverage items can be strategically placed. So as I said, positive selling technique is absolutely important. A little difference in suggestive selling and upselling needs to be remembered. And strategically placed expensive food and beverage items are going to attract the customers. So before you really get into upselling and suggestive selling, do describe the food, wines and drinks by way of making this little informative and appealing. A steward must use the opportunity to promote specific items or deals. Always ask information from the customer in a way that it promotes the sales. For example, rather than asking if a sweet dish is required or an or entremet is required, ask which sweet is preferred by the guest. Use opportunities for the sales of additional items such as extra garnishes, special sauces, or any special wine. Provide a competent service of the items for sale and seek customers' views on the acceptability of the food. So taking feedback is extremely important. Describe opportunity to promote the specific item that you want to upsell. Asking enough information from the customer is important. Do use this opportunity to sell additional items, and taking feedback is essential after doing the service. Hope you have watched the video carefully. Now quiz link is in the video description. These are the references I have used. On that note, thank you and see you soon.